Brissy. How you doing, Brissy? Oh, my back hurts. That's in here. Yeah. It's my lovely turtle. I'm debating whether or not I want to put some on the bottom. Oh, excuse me. Probably don't. Probably won't. Hey, Charla, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Just the sore wrist, you know. What's up? What's up? This is the turtle I'm making, so this is the one that's going to be this one. So that's what I'm making. Or attempting to make. I think this has way too much fur on it, because the cat got a hold of it. Lovely cat and his lovely fur. Well, at least that's the plan, but that doesn't mean it's going to look cool, because I don't know if it's going to look cool or not. So I guess we'll find out. Oh, now I've got fuzz on him too? No, I don't think so. I think that was the foil. Because I was going to do the foil as a modelish for the turtle back. At least attempt to do foilish. But you know, I hope it looks cool. I really do. I think it's not big enough. I think it's too small. I think I made it too small. May have to make it again. I don't know. Because see, he's still showing some skin there for his skin. Just trying to get a decent pattern out of this so I can cut this foam. And if foam doesn't work, then I guess we'll attempt to do it with clay, polymer clay. And he's got a little tail here too. So. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this piece too. I marked this piece earlier or last night to make sure I had enough going around. Yeah, it's about right. I'm just gonna make it bigger. Not lately, no. He tried to start that routine with me last night when I went to bed, and I was like, no! And I kicked him, and he went flying off the bed, so... I didn't, like, kick him. When I say I kicked him, I didn't literally kick him. I just kind of lifted up my foot and went, no! And I'm not about to start that. I can't find my pencil. Lordy. Do you think you're prepared for stuff and then you put stuff away because you forget where you put it? So, please let me connect this and I can fix it later. That's going to be his little tail. Well, the bottom part of the... It's not perfect, but it works. And then I'll go a little bit bigger just to be on the safe side. I know I need to heat that, but I don't want to pull my heat gun out, so I don't know how I'm going to heat that. And then that way I can just form it right over the top of the paper clay over here. And not have to worry about trying to put a curve into it once I get it on there. Yeah, I was thinking a hairdryer. Let me see if I can find it. Because I do have a really nice hairdryer that goes from cold, warm, and then extremely hot that it burns your hair off your head. Let me find my hairdryer real quick and see if it's in here. Ooh, booger. Okay, can't find it. I don't know what happened to it. It's around somewhere. So I guess I'll just work with clay and then I can just paint it. Because I still have all this here. Unless I have that one. Will that one work? Oh, yeah, I have that one. I still have all this that I already made. I can work with that, and it's air drying. And I can still carve into it. So I can do that. Put it on here, form it down. That'll work. This is that, what do you call it, clay? It's gonna shrink though. This is that other clay. Right. Let me get some saran wrap. That way I can just cover that and pull it off when it's on there. No, please don't start, kitty. See if I can get this off of here. Yay! There we go. That works. She needs some wine. I could probably do that. Yeah. Yeah, because this won't, even though this is cold porcelain, it works really good sometimes, but it doesn't always take a mark really good. Let me tape that on there, and it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Just gotta be able to take it off and paint it and then throw it back on there. Charlotte's getting drunk. Okay, you guys keep an eye out for the time for me, because I don't want to go past an hour, because I still have to go to work tomorrow. Just going to loosely cover him with this. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Alright. Because I still have this, and I need to use it up before it gets bad. Oh, that hurts my hand. Ah. No problem. I'm glad she came by. That's definitely starting to dry out, so I can tell it needs to be used. McLurker is here. Who's McLurker? Is that somebody cool? McLurker. I like that word. McLurker. Let me get my little reference piece, make sure I do all these pieces the right way. Mikio is? Oh, okay. Mikio's McLurker. Gotcha. Let's see. Because I'm going to do the edge too. So let me do this. And I can do the next one too. Let's see if that works. See if that's a big enough piece. Okay, I gotta put my head down for just a tiny. Oops. That's not too bad. Pretty good for just one quick mark there. Probably could just put it all on there and then cut it out. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Can you feel me? Let's hope not, because I'm all squishy. Am I on camera? Okay, good. True. Very true. But Mikio, see, Mikio is my moderator, so sometimes she doesn't always have to say something, but she does. Because she likes me, and she likes us. At least round that piece off. Oh, my hands hurt. I don't know if it's the weather or what, because I don't have arthritis, but dang, my hand really, really, really hurt. Yes, I'm whining. I'm whining. Let's see. I need to go this way. I don't want to cut through the saran wrap. Sure, I could probably just do this a lot easier by putting a whole big piece on here and then just cutting away at it, but believe it or not, it's not looking too bad. If the piece is dry good enough, once I take it off here, I can just glue it straight down. Because there's got to be another little ridge that goes around him. Cold porcelain clay. Oh yeah, colonial music? Never heard of that kind of music. Is it like Celtic or Irish or something like that, because that's my favorite. Celtic and Irish, and yes, even bagpipes. Believe it or not. I have a couple of friends that play. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Did I make that one bigger? Okay. So I need one more like that. That play at this festival or pageant. Call it a pageant, really. In Nauvoo. I think I told you guys that, right? You have to link me to it, Brissy. But anywho, they play bagpipe music. Sweetest people I've ever met. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And I met them one time when I worked at Walmart. And that's when I met them. Sweet as can be. They were holding hands. They were so cute. And he actually teaches bagpipe in school. Okay, cool. I look forward to it. I'd like to hear this. Jim's Red Pants? No, I have never heard of Jim's Red Pants. And this is a band's name? Jim's Red Pants is a band's name? Or is that the name of the band's name? Or a song? Jim's got red pants, 'cause his other pants are in the laundry. So he has to wear the red pants. Okay, cool. I'll check them out, because I am on Spotify. I don't have it playing at the moment, but I am on Spotify. Uh-oh, I went upside down. Let me try this again. Oh, we got to put handles on our cups last week. Now we're making a master tile. Ugh, master tile. And of course I did 2 sea turtles because I couldn't think of anything else to do. Yeah. You tell me about it, buddy. Yes. You heard me. Tell me. I don't know how well this is going to work, but if it doesn't, we can just go with the foam. I'm just kind of winging it here. Can't see my face, but I'm making weird faces. Go this way, because now we need a piece. That goes in here, right? It's gotta go. Let me make sure I'm in the right direction here. Okay, that one's here. So it goes up and then down and then across. So it goes up, down, and across. Okay. His name was Jim, and he loved bright colors, especially red. Oh, cool. That sounds cool. I mean, that's interesting how bands come up with their names. Bet you $10 this would have been so much easier if I just put the whole piece on and then just carved into it instead of trying to piece all this together like a puzzle. I guess this is also a good challenge to try to challenge yourself on trying to see how well you can put these pieces together. Kitty, I wish you'd stop pacing, because I can really hear your jingle jingles. I know it's quiet. You know I have to do that, right? I don't have a choice. If not, they won't let me put this online. You've got copyrighted stuff in that. You can't have that. And then everything will be nice and quiet, you know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta remember that this is gonna shrink. Roly polies. Are you having fun? He found a spring to play with. His little toy. He's mad because I won't give him any more food. You know how it goes. I know, right? Uh-oh, made one thicker than the other. Oh well. Is that the right way? I know, I've got in the habit of cutting myself a lot with X-Acto blades lately. I'm doing pretty good of not doing it. Ooh, I'm sorry, hit the phone again with my head. Probably going here. I've got my clay tools sitting over there. What kitty? Yeah, I do. You know, the whole blood, sweat, and tears goes into your projects. Yep, that's me. Except for teddy bears. I'm pretty good about not bleeding on the bears. And if I do, then you just don't get the bear because it's got blood on it. There's no way I'm going to give somebody a bloody bear. Which is just going to crack right there. But that's okay because that kind of lends to the charm and the... Oh, that looks like a battered little... What do you call it? Turtle. Believe it or not, this X-Acto blade is not very sharp, but I still don't want to cut anything. Let's see if we can do that again. See if I have enough to do the other side. That's a lot easier than trying to do the same pattern because it's not going to be the same. Oh yeah, my master tile, I was going to do an octopus, but then I thought, I can't make that octopus look right because we have to have 4 of those master tiles. And I didn't want to put the master tile directly in, or the octopus directly in the middle of the master tile, so I did 2 sea turtles, or 1 sea turtle, and split them down the middle and put the flat end on one end and the other flat end on the other end. And then put some seaweed up the front with some bubbles. Mr. Bear has been in a battle, and it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, if that's the case and Mr. Bear has been in a battle, then you'll probably get red paint and not real blood. I guess Charlotte's drinking a screwdriver. She don't have enough OJ in that screwdriver. She's an alcoholic. I'm just playing. She's an alcoholic. Cut through enough. Now I think I've realized that when Skunk's ready for bed, he starts to pace. He's like, yeah, I'm ready. Come on, let's go. I'm done with this. It's time for bed. Get up. You don't know what a screwdriver is? Oh, but she has said she has OJ. She's got OJ, so I'm assuming screwdrivers have OJ in it. That's vodka with, you know, OJ. The juice. This is probably gonna crack because this cold porcelain is not, it's kind of old, so it's gonna be. Oh, you mixed OJ with wine? Ooh, you just ruined that wine. Which wine are you drinking? Is it red? Is it white? Chardonnay, I guess. I need to trim that off there. I think I need to put a bigger piece around there, maybe. There. Sorry. Okay. It was funny. The teacher told me to go ahead since I wasn't doing the body form, which, by the way, he wants a very large, almost lifelike piece from me this time. And honestly, I don't know if I can do that because I'm real nervous about making a life-size piece. I've never done that before in my entire life. I'm just so used to working with tiny things. Oop. But screwdriver equals vodka, OJ, and bitters. I've never had bitters with a screwdriver before. I've always just put OJ and, let's see, hold on. Let's make sure this is looking even. Like I said, I can fix it later. As long as it doesn't shrink too much, it should be okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I lost my train of thought. Lordy. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, anywho. He told me to go ahead and work on the turtle, so I did, and got the turtle pretty much all formed out, and then tells me, you need to pace yourself, and I said, I can't. I do this all the time. Usually when I start something, I try to finish it, try to get it all done in as quick as possible. And he says, well, I can appreciate that because I'm the same way. It's hard for me to put something down when I know it's not finished. Unless it's just something I just can't seem to deal with at the moment. And then of course, you know, it goes down and I'm not real concerned with it until later. And then oh, okay, yeah, I need to get that done. Let me get a little bit more because this is running out. Supposed to? Okay. Yeah, it's just going to be a baby. Because this is definitely not a life-size turtle. Can you imagine holding a life-size turtle? Oh my god, that would be huge. That'd be a little too big for my taste. And of course, I don't know if you guys saw the photo of my classmate. Gorgeous girl. Absolutely gorgeous. Of course, she's 21. That's why she looks like that. I'm just playing, but she is gorgeous anyway. I keep bumping my head. Yeah, that's true. They can get big. He's just gonna be a little baby. He's just a baby. But I asked her if she wouldn't mind posing for me while I was printing off a turtle in class, and she's like, sure. So I got her to sit down exactly how I wanted the form to be, so I posted her photo on my Facebook. I don't know if it was under my personal page or the Lorehand Creations page. I don't remember. But she sat right down, didn't even have to tell the girl to close her eyes, and she closed them right up. I was like, oh my god, that's so perfect. I didn't even tell you to do that, and you did it. And then I told her she should become a model because she's just absolutely gorgeous. She said, oh, I get that all the time. I'm like, well, maybe you ought to listen because you are very pretty. You make girls like me go, oh, God, I hate you. She started laughing. But I was being serious. Yeah, exactly, Brissy. I usually do that. I'm like, okay, you ain't working, so I'm getting away from you for a day, a week, however long it takes before I decide, oh yeah, let me pick you back up. So far, so good. I mean, it doesn't look perfect, but it's okay. That's what paint is for. And of course, it's not going to stick, but that's what hot glue is for. And then I can sand it once it's dry. I can really sand it down and get it smoothish. And I don't know if that turtle back has those gouges in his back, or is that just the print on his shell? Because I got a couple of pieces that I printed off. Oops. Yeah. I was going to do this in Sculpey, but I don't know. I decided I wasn't going to attempt Sculpey. Yeah, this knife blade is pretty bad. It's not cutting very much anymore. I'm just going to do this one in a single piece. See if I can get that around his bullhoney. Get that right there. I think it's too thin on one end. And then we'll just draw those because there's way too many little pieces for me to attempt to make every single one. I can just go in and form them. Trim that piece off a little bit because that's a little too wide. Yeah, this knife blades and me are not getting along. I just went over his tail. Nice. Figured since I haven't done a live stream in a few weeks, it's been about a week, right? Maybe a little longer. Jingle, jingle, jingle. That I do one today. If I didn't have to work, I would have done it earlier, but then probably not everybody could have joined earlier. Best thing about this stuff here, it definitely gets hard and it's sandable. Please don't tear right there. And I can still carve into it. I could use the Dremel to carve into it. Okay, let me do the front. Longer? Longer. Okay. What's longer? Oliver. I don't know why you're all up on me, buddy. Why are you on me, bud? Oliver, are you trying to tell me something, buddy? Are you trying to tell me something? Tear a piece of this off. What are you trying to tell me? Oh, longer than a week. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. I usually try to have one either on a Friday or a Saturday, sometimes Sunday. But I've just been extremely busy with trying to get school situated and the VA giving me heck. I don't know if I should gripe about the VA on live stream or not, but let me tell you, it's been a hectic couple of weeks. Of course, I didn't want to sit on here and start boo-hooing like a big old baby. Because, you know, the VA screwing me over. You know, I still haven't got paid. I haven't got paid by them yet. And of course, I didn't need my English class, so guess what I have the lovely thing to be able to do? I have to pay that class back. Which isn't much, but still, the point is, they could have told me I didn't need the class and I wouldn't have taken it. But they also told me that Le Cordon Bleu was not an accredited school, so none of my credits would transfer over. And then come to find out, oh yeah, they will. The math class transferred over, the English class, for the class itself, for the English class that I took, they want me to pay the class back because I didn't need it, so I have to pay that money back for a class I didn't need. Like I said, it isn't much, but still, it's the point. But I'm actually going to appeal that because I was under the impression that nothing transferred over, and then it did. The English and the math transferred over. But, anywho, enough of my sad life. Let's just finish Mr. Turtle. What are we looking at on time here? Because sometimes stuff can take time. I know this looks bad, but we'll get it figured out. I'll get it all trimmed off and looking like he's supposed to. Let me do this other side. Make him look better. If you want to. I'm using a pair of scissors instead of that X-Acto blade, because that sucker is not wanting to cut very well. Ooh, that's already drying right there. Ah, I thought that was long enough. I'll have to trim this off later. I mean, seriously, get this trimmed down because it looks pretty sad right now. Okie dokie. Wash that glass. Excuse me. That snuck up on me. Okay, thank you, Brissy. Some serious smoothing to do, some extra carving to do. Don't know how well this is gonna work, but might as well try it, right? Let's see if I can get that to lift up just a tiny bit. This all should be out too, but I shall fix that later. I'll probably stuff something up underneath there. Well, he's got a shell on, but I don't think this part here is going to connect very well. And I don't know how well this is going to dry. Welcome back. I don't know if it's even or not. If this doesn't work, then we will just go with polymer clay. And I'll just roll out a big old piece of all these different colors. And even though the shell's gonna look like a psychedelic madness here, I can at least, I can't put all this back in the bag because it's already dried out. So this has to go in the trash. Yay. So we'll see how this works out. Like I said, if it doesn't work, it's okay. Not a big issue. Because I've got this feeling it's all going to shrink down. And it's going to just really be too small for this area. And this isn't connecting right here. So yeah, I don't think it's symmetrical either. It's alright. This was an experiment anyway to see if this clay would hold up, because I didn't think that foam would work, even though it will, because sometimes I can get that foam to look like leather and make it look really cool. But I can't find my hairdryer right now. So if this doesn't work, then I'll find my hairdryer later, probably tomorrow. If you guys want to join me tomorrow, we can try the hairdryer foam bit and see if I can, you know, form it over and then cut it out that way and add some slices in it that, you know, does this, and then put the heat on it again so it separates. Because that's how you make that separation in the foam. It gives you all them really pretty details. So this is attempt number 1. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you can see it because it is white. And I mean, I can see it pretty good, but I don't know if you can. Let's see. I think it's going to shrink too much. Attempt 1. Not a very good attempt, but it's an attempt. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. So we'll look at it tomorrow. This is what it looks like now. You can tell it's starting to dry a little bit. These are starting to get a little more translucent compared to here. And I can already tell it's separating really bad. I notice there's a lag. Is it really lagging for everybody else? Yeah, serious lag. Holy moly. Wow. YouTube has never lagged this much before. This is weird. I mean, we came to YouTube so we wouldn't have the lag. And now we're getting the same lag that we had over on Facebook. This is nuts. We could have just stayed over on Facebook if we're going to deal with this. Psst. Doesn't matter where you go, you always seem to... Well, yeah, Facebook was like, what is it, 32 seconds or something like that? Or was it 12 seconds lag? Lemonade. Alright, well, attempt 1. Yeah, attempt 1's not working. Oops. So, we're going to try attempt 2 tomorrow with the foam. Heat forming it. And see if that works. So, I'll try the heat forming tomorrow. Because I don't think this one's going to work. It's definitely going to shrink up. That's the bad thing about this porcelain clay. I love it because it's easy to make. And you can make a huge batch and use it for whatever you want to use it for. It paints up nicely. You can color this and make it a different color. But then it shrinks really bad. And it smells like Nivea. So, okay. We haven't gone an hour yet, right? We still have a couple of minutes left. Ten minutes left? Okay. Alright. So, let me show you what I did the other day with that. You guys saw those magnets, right? Those really cute magnets I did with the alcohol ink. Okay, Oliver, I just stepped on my dog. You need to move, buddy, before I really step on you and hurt you. The cute little magnets I did with the alcohol ink. They're kind of cute. I do like them. They're pretty. Pretty colors. I also did this, which is pretty sad. But I did some doodle art on top of the extra bits that I had. Hey, this was an experiment. It's one of those, let's just have some fun. And of course I was using poster board. And they always tell us, oh no, you're supposed to use Yubo. Yeah, I can't afford Yubo. That stuff is expensive. And then I did that one, which is a huge mess. It's all muddied up. So this one I might turn into magnets too. But it's got some doodle art in it. You can't really see it because it's real muddied up. So I might cut this one up and turn it into magnets as well, and maybe give them away as the extra bits, that the little bonus gifts for inside boxes whenever somebody orders something or I send something, and you might get a little extra gift, including a cute little magnet like this. You never know. Piece of my artwork turned into a magnet. It's kind of cool. You know, it's my way of saying thank you. So I might do a couple of more. I might even do some online. I was thinking about even trying to do the acrylic pours again. You remember how I used to do those? I might do those. I might do an acrylic pour or two and do some interesting things with it. I haven't done one of those since God knows when. I think that was my very first live stream, was an acrylic pour. Now look at me. Now look at me. Now I can't stay away from live streams. Shame on you, Mikio. Shame on you. So, anyhow, I still love you, Mikio. Anyhow, I think we're at the hour mark. Yes? Unless anybody has any questions. If not, we'll call it a night. And yes, you can. You can take full credit. But if we don't have any questions or anything like that, we'll just call this one end. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to talk about for 7 minutes. Oh, I did this too because I was like bored. That's what you do when you're bored. I was sitting here. Nothing else to talk about. Yeah, it's time for bed. I gotta hit the sack myself. I gotta get up at 7:30 so I can drink all my coffee. And I gotta heat my wrist again because it's really hurting. And normally, I don't usually complain about stuff unless I'm at that scale from 1 to 10 and I'm past the 10. Yeah, that's when I complain about things hurting. So, you guys take care. Thanks for joining me. Sorry this live stream was pretty dull. So, attempt number 2 shall come tomorrow. So, you guys take it easy. Have a great night. Deuces. Stay frosty.